Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa itipiso bhagavarahang samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarathi Sattha deva manussanang buddho bhagavati. Namo Buddhaya. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's Thursday Dhamma Chat. I'm very happy to be here with all of you this evening. Usually, sometimes we have another guest speaker or another monastic joining the session, but today I'm conducting the program by myself. So tonight we have a good opportunity to reflect together in a simple, direct and personal way on the Dhamma on life. First of all, I would like to warmly welcome all those who are joining us live through Dhamma USA. Wherever you are joining from, the US or any other part of the world, I sincerely thank you for being here. I send my loving kindness and blessings to each and every one of you. Tonight, I thought to discuss something very practical and very relevant to all of us. We are living in a modern world that is moving very fast. Technology is developing quickly. Social media is everywhere. Artificial intelligence is growing. Information is unlimited. People are busy all the time. Life is becoming faster and faster. But at the same time, when we look at the human mind, many people are not peaceful. Many people are tired. Many people are anxious. Many people feel lonely. Many people feel confused. And many people are emotionally exhausted. Many people are angry. And many people are lost. So, this evening, I would like all of us to reflect on one important question. The world is developing very fast outside, but are we developing enough inside? We have smartphones, but do we have wiser minds? We have more ways to connect, but do we have deeper understanding? We have more comfort, but do we have contentment? We have more information, but do we have more peace? This is something worth thinking about. The Buddha's teaching is very timeless. Why? Because even though the world changes, the human mind still struggles with the same old problems: greed, hatred, and delusion. In ancient times, there was no smartphones, no internet, no social media. But still people suffered from craving, anger, fear, jealousy, attachment, and ignorance. Even today it's the same. Only the form has changed. The root is still the same. So tonight, let us reflect together on some contemporary issues and let us see how the Buddha's teaching can help us understand them and respond wisely. And before I begin, I would like to ask all of you a question. In today's world, what do you think is the biggest cause of human suffering? Outer problems or the untrained mind? Please reflect on that. If you are joining online, you may also share your thoughts in the comments. Or if you are here in the Zoom, you can also, maybe you can speak up, or you can even chat, text us. Maybe in contemplating on that, we can take a 1 minute pause, focusing on our breath, and then we will think of something. Yeah. Sherry says the untrained mind. Definitely, untrained mind is the biggest problem. Right? So let's begin with technology, for example. So technology is not evil. Technology is not the enemy. In fact, technology can be very helpful. Because of technology, today we can share Dhamma teachings across the world. We can join classes, listen to talks, communicate with friends, and help others even from far away. So, in that sense, technology can be a blessing. But at the same time, we must honestly ask, what is technology doing in the mind? To the mind. What is technology doing to the mind? Yeah. So Sud says the untrained mind, the global chaos comes forth from untrained minds. It's definitely a big issue, right? So we have to train our mind then. I think we, more or less all of us agree that mind is the problem. An untrained mind is the problem. Buddha said in Dhammapada, Natang mata pita kaira anye vapicha nyataka samma panihitang chittang seyyasonang tato kare. So there is no mother, no father, no anyone else would do so much good to you when you have a better trained mind, when you have a well-trained mind. Similarly, natang mata pita kaira anye vapicha nyataka micha panihitang chittang. So the other side of it, when the mind is not trained well, then it will do the collateral damage to us. We can see it's happening actually. The world is chaotic. It's really, we are on the verge of kind of total extinction. We really have to think of it very seriously. And many people are very worried about the existence, the mere existence, and let alone the future generation, our children, the young generation. Do we have saved the world for them? It's very unfortunate, right? Are we saving something for them, or are we destroying the world for them to build from ashes like phoenix? It's a serious situation. So, dear friends, it's a very interesting situation, and it's a very fragile situation. We have to train the mind. We have to train the mind. Mano pubbangama dhamma. Mind is the forerunner of all good states and all bad states, all evil states. Mano settha, mano maya, everything is mind made. So, if you speak, or if you say, or if you do, or even if you think of something with an evil mind, the result will be evil. The evil result will follow us. Similarly, if you do something, if you say something, if you think of something with the good mind, good state of mind, the good result will follow us. Right? So I think time for us to contemplate on this issue. Many people today cannot sit quietly even for a few minutes. The moment they wake up, they reach for the phone. Do you do that? Before speaking to anyone, before looking at their own mind, before even taking a few mindful breaths, they are already scrolling, checking, reacting, watching, reading, and jumping from one thing to another. So, although technology connects us outwardly, it can also disturb us inwardly. Isn't it like a double-bladed sword? From a Buddhist point of view, this is related to restlessness and sense desire. The mind wants stimulation all the time. Something new, something exciting, something pleasant, something to react to. So the mind becomes scattered, it loses depth, it loses silence, it loses stability. So the question is not simply, is technology good or bad? The real question is, are we using technology wisely? Or is technology controlling us? That is the important point. The Buddha taught mindfulness, sense restraint, and wise attention. We do not have to reject all modern tools, but we should not become slaves to them. I think technology is there to be used. It definitely can be very helpful and useful. We can outrightly deny the fact that technology is kind of an indispensable part of our life today. So we need to know how to use it properly, wisely. So one practical reflection is this. Before opening the phone, you may ask, why am I opening this now? Is this necessary? Is this helpful? Is this wholesome? Just that small pause can already bring more awareness into life. Now, if we think of another serious issue today, why are so many people emotionally exhausted? A lot of people. Yeah. So think of that question. Why are so many people emotionally exhausted? And tell me what you think. And maybe I'll also read some comments. Dear Bhante, I tried to avoid all movies and recreational activities and focused on meditation. But at some point, my mind felt so dry. How should one wean off sensual pleasures as we practice? Yeah, especially in lay life. I think lay life or monastic life, it doesn't really matter. What we need to focus is, what we need to train is the mindfulness. Yoniso manasikara, that wise attention all the time. So we have to think of, we have to actually train our mind. You know, when you think of something, when you do something, it becomes a habit. For example, when you flip through the phone, it becomes a habit. It's a habitual pattern. So you keep doing it, and you don't even know what you're doing. You feel so tired, physically, mentally, also exhausted, but you still do it. You keep doing it. So it's very interesting, right? We need to pause somewhere. We need to think of it somewhere. We need to look into ourselves somewhere. I think as Sud says, you know, you try to avoid all movies and recreational activities and focus on meditation. But at some point your mind feels so dry. So I think when you meditate, you meditate. It's okay. I think as a layperson, you might have to go to recreational parks or do some activities, do some exercise, I don't think that is a bad thing. Only thing is you need to be focused, you need to be alert. That wise alertness, that mindful alertness can be very helpful to you. So sometimes in your life you meet many different people, incompatible people, people who are not matching with your vibe. You see them, you meet them all the time. So that time you don't want to run away. Maybe you can match your dharma, match your training, match your wisdom. How do I cope up with this situation? Do I need to run away from this, or do I need to find a solution? And so wherever you go, you will find them. Find difficult people, challenging people, individuals, in communities, in family life, at your office. Wherever you go, you might find people who are not compatible with your thinking pattern, your attitudes. They might not match with the others. So how do we deal with it? It's really important. We have to sometime match. I remember Ajahn Brahm once said about the story of donkeys. A donkey being buried alive, and when someone was digging a hole and put the donkey into that, and then the donkey was inside, and the donkey was very wise. Although no, usually it is said like donkeys are like useless and they are very stupid, but this donkey was very wise. So when he saw, he did not panic. He saw the soil coming up from up there. So what he did, whenever the soil fell on his back, he was shaking. He was shaking all the time. And then the soil went down, he was coming out. So sometimes we need to find the solution within. The problem may be, probably we are the ones who react to the situation negatively, the condition negatively, and probably wherever we go with that set of mind, with that maybe judgmental mind, with that negative mind frame. So wherever we go, like we have that lens. We see through that lens. We see people's mistakes. We see people's loopholes. We say this and that, and we don't probably look into ourselves. Hey, it's happening everywhere. Is this world completely wrong, or is there something wrong within me? I think we need to think of it. So it's very important. We need to balance that situation. Right? So we have a comment here. Because of objective issues, people got distracted. If we tune our senses for bad or negative things, then it makes our mind exhausted. Yeah, it could happen too. So we have to think of it. Objective issues can be there, and because of that, you might be distracted. Yes, but then we have to come out of it, I think it's very important. We need to, somewhere, we need to come out of that. It's really, really helpful and important for us. So over here, why are so many people emotionally exhausted? This is another serious issue today. People have many comforts now, right? We have air conditioning, we have transportation, online shopping, and food delivery, entertainment, digital services, and so many conveniences. But even with all these comforts, many people still feel emotionally drained. Why? Why do you think so? Because comfort is not peace. Convenience is not happiness. Pleasure is not contentment. This is very important to understand. The Buddha explained long ago that suffering is not removed simply by arranging external conditions. If the mind is still full of craving, fear, comparison, attachment, and pressure, then suffering continues. Many people today are emotionally exhausted because they are carrying too much mental burden, too much information, too much comparison, too much pressure, too much expectation, and too much noise, too much worry, and too much mental activity. So even when the body is sitting, the mind is still running. So many people no longer know how to rest inwardly. This is the problem. Even when they say they are relaxing, oftentimes they are only distracting themselves. They are not really resting. They are not having their self-care time. They are only changing the type of stimulation. So from the Buddhist perspective, emotional exhaustion often comes from an untrained mind. The problem is not only the busy world, it is also the mind that keeps chasing, resisting, comparing, and clinging. So what's the solution? What do you think? What's the solution? Let me see if you have any comment. Well, the Dhamma teaches simplicity, moderation, mindfulness, and letting go. We need rest not only for the body but also for the mind. We need moments of silence. We need moments of gratitude. We need time to breathe, reflect, and come back to ourselves. I like this comment here. Giobe says, good friendship. Definitely, it's a very, very good thing. And Sud says, meditate more. That's the solution. Yeah, look back. Look into ourselves. Very important. Pause. Stop running. Stop chasing. Take a break. You don't have to run with all the applications, all the technologies, all the advancement in this rat race, cutthroat competition. We can have our own pace. When we are in good touch with our own inner peace, nothing can shaken our mind. We will be unshaken no matter what happens around. That is what is called upekha or thadi in Buddhism, that equanimity, that meditation. Look into yourself and reflect, contemplate, analyze what's happening within you, within your body, what's happening, within your mind, what's happening. Contemplate, analyze, reflect on them. So rather than looking outside, scrolling through the screen, scroll through yourself. Pause, contemplate. That will be really, really helpful. Right? So, very important for us to really contemplate on this issue. Sometimes the mind is not tired because life is too hard. Sometimes it's tired because it's holding too much unnecessarily. We have a lot of junks, lot of spam. Probably we need to clear them. We need to delete lots and lots of unnecessary files. That is something we must honestly reflect on. Now, my third point is, let's talk about this, okay? Let's talk about this. This is because it's helpful to all of us, because we are living with it. Social media, craving, and comparison. What do you think? Social media, craving, and comparison. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Please comment your thoughts. This will be really helpful. We can discuss together. Okay? Social media, craving, and comparison. I will talk a little bit about that. You may also express yourself. Now, let us think of the social media. So, social media actually is very powerful. Definitely, it's really powerful. I think the social media giants recruit the best of the best psychologists, marketing engineers, all best of the best people. They know exactly how to tempt us. We won't be able to even fight all by ourselves. As Sud says, unless we just, cut them off, like turn them off or keep away from social media, it'll be very hard otherwise. They know exactly how to do, how to read our mind. In fact, when we talk, our smartphone is listening to us. You can see that, like when you say Siri will talk to you right away. That means he has been listening to you all the time. Sometimes it's scary, right? So whatever we say, kind of this was the phone, iPhone, smartphone, they know what you say, they know your behavioral patterns, your attitudes, your thinking patterns, your desires, your cravings, they know already. When you discuss with the other people, your political perspectives, everything they know. We can't really run away from that. Even if you keep the phone in airplane mode, they will still listen to you. That is the most scary part. That is true. So we can't kind of run away from it. It has become somewhat an indispensable part of our life. So how do we deal with it? Such a powerful social media. If you have a craving for food, certain kind of food, next time you open social media, they will show all the advertisements related to that. Right? They will post all those. If you like some, maybe let's say like you are interested in an IT course or something, and you discuss that about with your friends, and then you open Facebook or something, and you will find related advertisements. That means they read your mind even. Such a powerful AI tools we have with the social media. It's very, very intense, really powerful. So in a way it can be useful because, they read our mind and they cater to the demands of our mind. In a way it's useful, it's helpful. So you don't have to even like kind of Google them. But then again, like when you are overwhelmed with this, too much information and all these things can make you drain your energy. That is the thing that we need to focus on. I say here, I think it's good to have conscience when attending to these things, and use it in a way to try to maintain compassion. I definitely agree with you, Gio, because I think maintaining compassion is the best answer to many problems in our life. Compassion is the answer. Metta is the answer. Loving kindness is the answer. When you are scared, practice metta. When you are sad, practice metta. When you are upset, when you are restless, when you are angry, practice metta. You will feel so much better and peaceful. Yeah, that definitely is a really good thing. Fred Monchik. I'm coming to Sri Lanka in April to Mahameunawa from New Jersey to train as a novice monk. I'm worried that I won't be able to let go of attachments to loved ones. I'm afraid my mind is too conditioned. Yeah, so or you are going to Mahameunava. It's a beautiful place. And okay, if you are in New Jersey, probably you can also go to Empty Cloud. There is a Mahameunava also there. Yeah, probably we can also meet. I'm coming in April and July. And yeah, so you will definitely remember your loved ones. For example, when I became a novice monk when I was 11, somehow I didn't have that homesick issue, and I was totally settled there. I felt so comfortable at the temple. So maybe like for you, if you are like also away from the temple, but probably you are a little young person, and you might still feel connected to your home. It's okay. It definitely is okay. You don't have to run away from them. Even the Buddha, remember, he was practicing. When it came to practice, Buddha was all by himself. He was totally 100% focused. Remember, he left his wife, beautiful wife. He left all the palaces, Ramya, Suramya, Subha, for all the 3 seasons, and he was next in line to be the king of Shakya kingdom. And he had a newborn baby, just beautiful angel baby. He left all of them, not out of anger or hatred or stress. He did it with a purpose, and he had to concentrate, he had to focus. He did it. He was running away from everyone. He was going deep into the forest and practicing. Why did he do that? Because he needed deep work. As Carl Newport says, deep work. I have the book with me. So that deep work mentality was there 2,500 years ago with the Buddha. He was even running away from people when they were there, like the hunters or other people, when they visit the jungle, forest, he was running away from them because he was worried that these people might disturb him. Like he wanted to be all by himself. And then he practiced. He practiced for 6 long years. And 6 long years when he practiced, eventually he was able to accomplish his mission, accomplish his goal, that is the enlightenment. And remember, he did not forget his family. He did not forget his mother, father, wife, child, all the other relatives. He came back to them. And he rescued each and every one of them. That's a beautiful thing, right? So see, when you have to focus by yourself. So Fred, when you go to Sri Lanka, just focus. It's a great opportunity that you go there and practice and learn, and don't have to worry. Don't really have to worry. And just enjoy the luxury of meeting those beautiful, wonderful Kalyana Mitta friends over there. And Mahameunava also has such a peaceful atmosphere. You can really meet some really good, wonderful monks. You can practice. I wish you the best. Yeah, Sud says, I think if one doesn't realize the futility of material things, since they don't last, craving overpowers one when they watch social media and just drive you down toward a roller coaster of emotions. Right. Yeah. It's a roller coaster ride. Ups and downs can always be there. Good and bad. Happiness, suffering, sadness, gain, loss, good name, fame. Sometimes people appreciate you, the other day they will criticize you. This is very much the case with every one of us. This is very much an integral part of our life. This is the very life that we live with. We need to know that. So this roller coaster ride itself can be a fascinating learning process for us. When you are mindful, when you are attentive, when you are alert with whatever happens. Okay, you stayed in empty cloud already? Wonderful. Okay, so the social media, yes. Again, let's come back to that. So this can help us educate, communicate, inspire, and also share goodness. Like we, for example, we share Dhamma through Dhamma USA. We also have presence everywhere in social media. So we always want to share something inspiring. I think good people should be there with all different communities. And if all good people run away from all communities and they become all by themselves, then I think the world will be really missing those beautiful people, right? So we have to be stronger within first, yes. We need to train our mind, yes. And then we need to also help others. If it is possible, it's a really beautiful thing. We have to help others. Sometimes they might be inspired. Remember, it's like a muddy pond. The mud is there. It's a very beautiful, very powerful, fertile ground, right? And from there, the lotus blossom, the buds of the lotus come up and slowly come up all the way up to the surface of the water, and then it radiates, it blossoms fully and radiates that fragrance, that freshness to make everyone around happy and peaceful. So we see a lot of wonderful people who have been inspired from, struggling with the mud, struggling inside the water. Somehow they come out. Some can, some can't. It happened, but we need to continue to make some effort. Without making effort, we probably won't be able to do it. Sherry, do you have a question? Okay, I see you raising hand. Okay. Let me know if you have any question. You can unmute and then speak up. All right. Okay, so continuing. So social media, it can also become a strong source of craving and comparison for sure. Why? Because social media oftentimes shows only the best side of people's lives, their happiest moments, their best pictures, their achievements, their beauty, their success, their travel, their celebrations. We also do it. We want to share it with the rest of the world. But that's not the whole of life. Still the mind looks at it and starts comparing. Why is my life not like that? You look at them and you compare. Oh, why is my life not like that? Why do they have more than me? Why am I not getting that kind of attention? Why am I not as successful, beautiful, respected, or happy? Then craving begins, jealousy begins, insecurity begins, suffering begins. This is very much connected to the Buddha's teaching on craving, conceit, and clinging. Because the mind wants recognition. The mind wants praise. The mind wants attention. The mind wants to be seen. The mind wants to feel important. And when it does not get what it wants, it suffers. So that is the suffering. Even spiritual practitioners are not always free from this. Sometimes one may want to become or be known as wise, respected, learned, or special. So attachment can take many forms. So the Buddhist solution is mindfulness and right reflection. We must remind ourselves what we see online is not the whole truth. It's oftentimes only a selected appearance. And instead of comparing, we should practice gratitude and mudita, very important thing, rejoicing in the goodness and success of others without jealousy. This is a beautiful practice. Instead of saying, why not me? We can say, may they be well. May their goodness continue. And then we also reflect on our own blessings. This protects the heart. Okay? Alright, we have a question here. Pure Care asks, Bhante, can you explain Thina Middha? Yeah, Thina Middha means sloth and torpor. That is the physical and mental lethargy or laziness. We all have it, right? That actually we were talking about that a little bit. Like how we drain ourselves mentally, physically is part of Thina Middha. It's part of Thina Middha. And when you are tired or feel not comfortable, even while practicing meditation, it can happen to you. Thina Middha, it becomes a very powerful hindrance. Sometimes you really want to practice meditation, so you are like planning, okay, I'll practice from tomorrow. I want to wake up early. I want to practice meditation. Then you see, today I can't. I have some other work. Or I want to sleep a little bit more. So you just try to procrastinate. So procrastination is again a powerful sibling of Thina Middha. Always try to postpone. Not today, tomorrow maybe some other time. Even while meditating, you think, okay, you at the beginning think of like, I want to sit here for 1 hour, one whole hour. And in the middle of it, like, be 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Oh, I'm tired now. I have some body pain. It's enough. Maybe next time. So you want to again postpone. You want to open your eyes. You want to, okay, I have body pain. Very painful. I don't want to sit anymore, So that physical and mental lethargy, that laziness, it's a really, really powerful hindrance to all of us. Whether you are trying to accomplish something, um, you know, in the secular world, mundane accomplishments, maybe you want to do some, career goal. If you have this thinamidda, can become disastrous. And same thing when it comes to your spiritual care. You are trying to do something better with your spiritual care, but it doesn't allow you. So you have to fight. So remember again, untrained mind. Untrained mind can overcome this problem. I mean, this will strengthen thinamidda, what we call sloth and torpor, or physical and mental tiredness, laziness, or procrastination. These are part of it. So we need to talk to ourselves. I am the boss. Yeah, I should be able to do myself. I'm going to change. I'm going to accomplish what I want. So although you see, like, in the back of your mind, someone is pulling you back, but you still want to be stronger. No, I'm going to do it. It's okay. Even if I have so much body pain, I'm not going to change my posture. I'm not going to stand up. I'm going to control. I'm going to focus. You have to be determined. That's called aditthana. It's a paramita. You make some effort. That is called virya. Very important. Easy to do wrong things in the world, and very hard to do good things in the world. Unwholesome, when you keep doing unwholesome things, you will find a lot of friends. Your social circle may be much stronger. But start doing, maybe like, start having a meditation circle or something. You see how many people will join you. Not many. That's the nature. But remember, they can make the world so much powerful. The Buddha was born 2,500 years ago. He was such a great inspiration ever since. Only one Buddha, only one Jesus, only one Muhammad. All the other religious leaders, if you think, like, not many, right? Only handful of great people. And how they have changed the world is fantastic, fascinating. So you need to think of these characters. Maybe Geo, right? Or pure care. So if you have thinamidda, you think of these lives of the Buddha, maybe some other wonderful monks, like Venerable Sariputta, Venerable Moggallana, and Venerable Mahakassapa, even Venerable Ananda, Venerable Rahula. Beautiful stories. They have fascinating, such an inspiration to us if you read them. Even the story of Angulimala, so wonderful. You can be motivated forever. Imagine Angulimala being such a highness, serial killer, a monster. People were like shaken when they heard his name, even, let alone seen him in person. Even the king was not happy to see him in person all by himself. And then he could change. Why? Because he learned his mistake. He accepted his folly. He wanted to rectify that mistake. and he worked hard. Everyone who worked hard can make their goal so much closer to accomplish. We all can accomplish our goals if we make some effort. Okay, so fight with your thina midda. Very, very important. GOB says, I noticed that pull of wanting to be special as a spiritual practitioner. Yeah. So if you have that, that itself can be a hindrance, right? See, like a lot of people are like that. When you have some titles, when you have some lot of money or a lot of accomplishments, you want to show off, or does it actually make your ego? You could probably generate your ego. Remember that can become a hindrance. So maybe to become simple, humble, it can be very helpful to us. Okay. Pure Care says, in my school day, once I was meditating Anapanasati, I became to a moment that couldn't feel my breathing. That time I felt afraid. And after that day, I used to practice Metta Bhavana only. Yeah. So I think, when you become a practitioner, when you keep meditating, your body and the mind becomes very calm, and that time it becomes like an empty cloud. Your body becomes so light. Although maybe you are like 80 kilos or 180 pounds heavier, but then you feel like when you meditate, you don't feel that heaviness anymore. That's very natural. And then this kind of thing can happen, especially when you practice Anapanasati, the breath meditation. Breath is air, right? So when you focus on breath, you focus on the breath, and it's like air, no weight. So your body becomes like very light, and no pain, nothing. And sometimes people are scared because they have not experienced that before. But continue to do that and don't worry. Even when practicing metta, it can happen, like body, we call it kaya pasadhi and chitta pasadhi, so that tranquility, bodily and mental tranquility can be there. That is very important actually. If you have that, you can, it's a very important milestone in your practice. You could go forward and without being hindered by these different sensations or attitudes or emotions. You focus on your meditation object, continuously practice, and you don't worry too much. You probably need some friend, a teacher to guide you. So if you have any question more, you can let me know, or talk to some other teacher who can help you. All right, friends, I think it is time for us today, and thank you very much for joining us today, and we will continue our Thursday Dhamma chat as usual every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and you can join us through Dhamma USA YouTube channel, and also if you want to join live here with Zoom, you can do it. And if you have any question that you want to send us early, that's also okay, and we will answer your questions. You can email your questions to info@dhammausa.com, and We will make sure that we answer your question. And we wish you all the best, long life, good health, and continue the good journey. And remember, there can be a lot of ups and downs in life. That's okay. It's part of our life. And continue to appreciate yourself and accomplish your goal. Like, think of simple goals, not like very large goals. Think of smaller daily basis goals that you can accomplish and appreciate. I did it. Thumbs up. I did it. So that way you can be confident and continue to be that and continue to generate a positive vibe and positive emotions, and don't be negative. Don't be sad. Don't be upset. It's okay. Whatever happened, it's okay. you know. And practice metta, practice anapanasati, and practice body scanning, and continue to live your life to the full. Be happy, live long, be healthy, do some exercise, eat good food, and also practice meditation. You need to balance with your food, with your meditation, and also with your daily activities. Organize yourself, both physically and mentally. That way you will have a wonderful life, a peaceful life, a happy life, a healthy life. I wish you all the very best again with the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem. May you all be well, happy, healthy, safe wherever you are. With that good intention, I'll do a short chanting to invoke blessings upon all of you. Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavattvantarayo sukhi digghayuko bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you and good night.